Welcome, Vintage Gamers, to Wednesday Night Magic here on I Am Actually Level 1's Twitch channel. Why am I in the third person? I don't need to be in the third person. That's not necessary. Anyways, donation deck list tonight. We got a donation from Mitchell Pitt, who kindly asked for me to play 4 Collector Roof. So I thought, I'll do you one better. In fact, I'll do you 9 better, and we will play 13 Collector Roofs in tonight's stream. So I'm doing that. You may have seen one of my recent videos with Fiend Artisan Cradle Control, or whatever Newton is calling it in Legacy. Nightmare on Elf Street, maybe. I don't go too deep in the deck names. It's not the kind of sauce I'm interested in. However, this is a awesome creation that we put together. It is a kind of a hate bears deck using the power of Gaea's Cradle. So the big card here is Fiend Artisan, which lets you sack a creature and tutor for a creature that costs X or less, kind of like a like a birthing pod style effect here. And so what that really does for us in Vintage is it tutors crazy good hate bears, or hate 2/3s, or hate 3/2s. I guess really not many hate bears or bears anymore, huh? But the big one is Collector Roof, Archon of Emeria, an opposition agent, along with Leovold. Those are your main ones. A lot of times, putting an uncounterable Collector Roof into play is very, very hard for Saga decks to beat. So what we have is Allosaurus Shepherds and Fiend Artisans. And if you were asking where 13 Collector Roofs came from, we have 4 Collector Roofs in the 75, 4 Fiend Artisans, 8, 4 Green Sun Zenith, 12, and 1 Demonic Tutor, 13. Yeah, we're going to go with 13. So changes since the last time we played this list are, I added Savannah, Archon of Emeria from the side to the main, and I cut 1 Endurance and moved 1 Vigor to the side. And the reason I did that is we found that Archon of Emeria is one of, or if not, the best hate piece you can put into play against a variety of non-bizarre decks. This card is just bonkers in Vintage. It's just super, super strong. And so I wanted to play it in the main originally. My first ever list I built of this had an Archon, but we didn't have a blue splash back then. All we had was I could just play a Savannah. But with the blue splash, you do definitely need the Tropical Island, and I felt it necessary to have double basic. So I was trying to figure out, how do we fit in the Savannah? And I felt we were actually low on lands anyways, so I just added it on top. So trimming 1 Vigor, trimming 1 Endurance, playing Savannah, Archon are the only main deck changes. Oh, actually, there's an Outland Liberator here, which I think is replacing a Vigor from an earlier list. I definitely wanted one way to kill a Saga or Artifact in the main. So we are missing like the Max Vandal, which was okay. It can like exile a Cauldra, which sometimes comes up, but besides that, it was kind of annoying to make sure we had a creature to trigger Max Vandal. Yeah, second Grist is now on the sideboard so that we can grind better against Oko decks. And we're maxing out on Oof because Collector Oof is a busted magic card. And that's it. That's the changes. This deck is really fun to play and really interesting lines, and I hope it will be fun tonight for everyone to watch. If you'd like to see your deck played on this channel, check out the Patreon link in the description below, where you can find all the information you need to submit a donation deck list. Let's battle. All right, here we are. Round 1 with this donation deck list from Mitchell. Thanks again for the dono. Let's get right to Collector Roofing some people. Anti-Rush is across the table. Love playing against Anti-Rush. Always on interesting brews. The last few weeks, Anti-Rush has been playing a Bergy combo shops deck. So we will see what we can do. I'm going to keep it because I think Vigor is powerful here, but that's a Scalding Tarn, which does not exactly represent a shops player, does it? So we'll have to see. Oh no, is this Ancestral Recall? Anything but Ancestral Recall. Yep, okay. All right, so what do we got? What can we work with? We have a Reclaimer, a Vigor, Cast Art Once Upon a Time, have a Fiend Artisan, another Fetch, and a second Cradle. This just seems like a Fiend Artisan angle. And probably... We're probably priced into fetching basic. Just, well, we have a Deathrite. If Deathrite gets mental misstepped, and we get wastelanded, I will be extremely upset. I think we're kind of priced into getting a basic forest and playing Deathrite Shaman. Maybe that's not the case, but I don't know. I like to be safe as possible here. The problem is if they are on some kind of blue-red deck that is not a Urza Saga deck, we don't have very much going on. Yeah, this deck is actually extremely low on restricted magic cards. So they are Wasteland, so we were rewarded. This deck like functions pretty well with very little power. Obviously, I chose to play Ancestral Time Walk and Black Lotus and stuff in my deck, but the older versions of the Elves decks that we played didn't play blue cards. They only played Black Lotus and Emerald as their power pieces. So totally a deck that can fit into the realm of budget for paper. Unfortunately, this looks like our opponent is playing either Rug Control or like Oath, like the Rug Controlling Oath deck. We are really, it's annoying to play against Oath. Let's put it that way. We have options. Like, we actually have 3 things that kill Oath in our hand. But Oko is a really problematic card, and Oath, if you don't have the right answers, is really annoying as well. Yo, what's up, Noon? But, you know, I mean, my opponent has had an extremely good Xerox start, or, sorry, I still am working on that, getting that one out of my vocabulary. Another old name we don't want to use. They've had a very good restricted blue card start with Ancestral, Time Walk, Gataxian Probe, and Treasure Cruise all resolving, so we are definitely behind. Demonic Tutor is not a great draw right now, but it could be good later. I think I'm interested in maybe I didn't want to do that. Maybe I just wanted to play Liberator and Fiend Artisan. I don't really want to play too many green cards. That was maybe a mistake, though. I think I definitely need to hold Beseiju in case they're Oath. We're going to get our Cradle wastelanded. Can I hold my Cradle? Not really. Maybe it makes more sense to play No, Fiend Artisan's just so good here. This is fine. Okay. I guess I just hold up this Deathrite Shaman. I don't really feel like attacking is good. Do they play Daze in this deck? Is there a possibility they play Daze? So if they're just Rug, there's definitely a possibility they play Daze. If they are Oath, there's like very little chance they play Daze. Let's just play around Daze. I don't think the 1 damage is going to be the end of the world here. I definitely am not going to Vigor like Boxen. They already have 8 cards in hand. The only thing I'm interested in is Oath. So we can actually Demonic for another... Oh, come on. This also, I guess, plays around Renin 6, bringing back Wasteland or Strip Mine, holding open Deathrite, which is pretty good. Because there's definitely Renin 6s in their deck either way. This is going to be Oko. Yeah, the problem here is that we have Oath covered, but we're just going to get absolutely abused by this fair draw that had too many restricted cards in it. We're going to definitely take away this Strip Mine to help us play around Renin 6 in the future. So I actually can't kill Oko. I have 5 power. But I can also, like, sure. So what we can do is we could Kind of stinks. I think we want to attack Oko for 4 and play Beseiju. Ooh, I really don't want to play Beseiju. Maybe we just hold Beseiju, Green Sun for Dryad Arbor, and still hold open. Probably Vigor, whatever they choose to Oko. Crop Rot sees some play in the Luris Standstill decks, but... Yeah, I think I am going to do... I don't think I'm allowed to... Until I know if they're Oath or not, I don't think I'm allowed to play this Beseiju. So I'm going to hit Oko, and I will Vigor whatever they try to turn into an Elk. No, I think trying to get Oko off the field has got to be the best option. Is this a Dak Faden? It's a Narset. Oh, Narset's probably the least threatening Planeswalker they could have played. They got another Oko. Yeah. So, obviously... hit the second red. No, I want to, but we can't beat an Oath of Druids. And that's like one of the things I'm the most worried about. But right now, I have a board that kills both their Planeswalkers. Oh, well, now it doesn't. This is still good, though. This kills Oko and puts Narset to 1. I'm pretty happy with where I am. Oh, wait. No, wait. Killing Dryad Arbor pumps my Fiend Artisan. Suck it. Okay. I mean, they have another Oko coming, though. I don't think that matters. I think we just have to keep jamming. Yeah. I mean, this game has just been really off we've been playing off the back foot because our opponent resolved like 5 restricted blue cards. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, it's not fine. Things are bad. Though I guess we can't use this Beseiju unless we draw a land. Which is bad. Opponent might just go Oko, stand up Sapphire here, but we do have a 3/4. Uh-oh. Okay. So now that I don't think they're Oath. If they have a Underground Sea, that means they're probably 4-color walkers. So in that case, we can play this Beseiju and turn it into a Cradle later. And we still have a reasonable attack here with our Reclaimer. Hopefully we just draw a Cradle. Or like a Moxen. Scavenging Ooze. Okay, so 4-color walkers, and we've dealt with 1 Narset, 1 Oko. Okay. Maybe we just DT for our Cradle, so that next turn we can play a bunch of stuff. We could also just play a Scooze. All right, let's just start by attacking Oko, who's going to go to 2, which is not a great number. We could technically activate Artisan this turn. It's usually just Deathrite Shaman, but it can also be Leovold and DT. All right, I'm going to play Beseiju and DT for Cradle. I think we have to DT for Cradle because this thing has to keep attacking. Yeah, I think Cradle is the play. Okay, so where does that leave us in life? We have, I mean, we're still kind of at opponent's mercy here, but oh my god. The classic Strip Mine for Wasteland Mystic Sanctuary deck. Not good, not good, not good. Oh, they are on Leovold. Okay. So this is a true 4-color Walkers deck. And they're going to get back Treasure Cruise next turn. Kind of annoying that I had to use my Deathrite Shaman so I couldn't eat the Treasure Cruise. But I guess I could eat a bunch of cards from their yard. I could also Endurance them. I don't think I wanted to pitch cast Endurance there, so... Okay, so we have our own Leovold. They haven't forced anything in this game. This has been a crazy game one. Crazy, crazy game one, match one. I've used so much time, unfortunately. Can't play Leovold for a while, though. With my Scavenging Ooze mana. Yes, I'm aware I couldn't use the Deathrite mana. I wish I could have, like, Fiend Artisaned into a Leovold instead of drawing it. I think the answer is we start by playing the Ooze, and then we play the Cradle, and then play the Skoos. Play the Cradle. Endurance them at some point. I don't think this attack is good, but how are we getting in? Is there also something? We could also tutor for something. I think I have to make this trade. Grist is good here. Just kill the Oko. They you draw a card. It's pretty damn good. All right, I'm in. You sold me. Is there a problem with this? I lose my Deathrite probably, right? No, I have to lose 2 things. I don't have 2 things to give up. Oh, frick, I can't Endurance them. Because they'll draw a card. Okay, so we should definitely... Oh, no, I have 15 minutes more magic clock to use. I can take as much time as I want to freaking learn from my league. Get out of here. This is why we have Magic Online. Opposition Agent, Endurance, Grist. Maybe, what if we just Grist and plus? One, two, three, four, five, six. They have to hit a land drop. I'm just going to play another creature. Well, let's attack. And then I'm going to play a creature. Well, attacking... I just need this Oko off the field, though. I don't need it... No. I'm just going to play the creature and eat a card out of their yard. And pass. Because the more creatures on the field, the better it is for us. And I'm not going to target them. Because I don't think drawing a card is worth it. And I'm just going to eat a card from their yard. And that puts them further away from Treasure Cruise. Obviously, I think my opponent has like a really good like plus on Fiend Artisan here. But I don't know how much they played against Fiend Artisan. I don't know how much they'll know. Okay, so the plussing here is good for us. Because as long as Fiend Artisan lives... What died? Scavenging Ooze died? Okay, that's fine. As long as Fiend Artisan lives, we can get a Grist and kill Oko. And we're currently winning this board stall. So I think we're currently winning. This casts Leovold, which is kind of interesting. So let's do that. Let's go eat a forest from my yard, make blue, black, green Leovold. And then Cradle. Activate Fiend Artisan. Don't think I need any black mana. For 3. Trading in... Shouldn't need this Deathrite Shaman anymore. Kind of want it, though. I think we can just trade in a random 3/4. And this one can get Grist. And I don't... Do I have to kill it right away? I can just plus, right? I kind of want to kill it right away. I guess I have really bad blocks to save Grist, don't I? So let's just kill it. Let's just sacrifice Deathrite Shaman and save. When you do... Sorry, sacrifice Deathrite Shaman, kill Oko. And they draw a card, unfortunately, even with a Leovold in play. But I think it's more important to kill the Oko now. And I don't have any extra thing to do with my mana because they killed my Scavenging Ooze, but I don't think I want to... let's trade away my Boseiju for something because I'd like to kill off 1 food token when they suicide for Grist. The good news is they can't Treasure Cruise right now. They do have their own Deathrite Shaman. Oh, they're not going to suicide for Grist? That's insane. That's so good for us. I feel like that's a huge win. Every turn, I can Fiend Artisan for my best creature. It's a mental misstep, sure. Archon of Emeria, probably. Or maybe I just want another huge blocker. Or maybe I want my own Deathrite Shaman. I'm not really close to dying to Deathrite Shaman, though. Like, if their Deathrite Shaman is eating one of my creatures every turn, I don't really know if that's a huge issue. The rate on Scavenging Ooze does actually kind of seem correct now, which is interesting. Okay, so Reclaimer. Yeah, I can't believe opponent didn't suicide to kill Grist. Grist is gonna be so good here. It's just gonna keep... I guess that makes sense. I guess we can start attacking soon. Trying to figure out if we want to play Archon of Emeria or we just want to play more Fiend Artisans. The problem... Oh, they can't actually eat a creature this turn, so the attack is really good. I mean, it's not really good yet. I think I'm just going to keep... I guess we don't actually need to Time Walk. Yeah, I mean, we just keep bringing out Fiend Artisans. Make this attack at the worst, it trades with 2 food tokens. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll be fine. I can play faster than I'm currently playing. They don't have... Oh, is there a Dryad Arbor? Oh, I'm so bad. Okay. I guess it's the same if they block with Leovold. It's not actually... Well, they could have blocked with Deathrite. I'm so bad. I didn't know that Dryad Arbor was one of my creatures. So I do lose a Fiend Artisan, but I mean, I still have 2 7/7s, so... I did lose my Reclaimer as well. Ooh. Ooh. Annoying. This has been a great game of Magic the Gathering, for sure. Bigger. I think now I'm just attacking, though. I don't think I need a tutor for anything anymore. These are 6/6s. Is there anything I can tutor for? That's good. I don't have another Dryad, Deathrite Shaman. I don't have another Shaman. Anything I hit with them, and they're gonna... I mean, they're almost dead. How much is this thing ultimate at? 5? Oh, I lost my Cradle. But I'm on attack mode now, and I drew a card. Oh, I don't lose my Cradle because I have a freaking Elvish Reclaimer in play. Good God. This deck is nuts. Sorry, friend. Yeah, I don't want to bog them, so let's just get another Cradle. And I think this is just a attack all. I could even actually just kill the Leovold if I wanted to. I actually think that might even be better. They don't really have other cards here. So they can trump here and eat a creature, go to 7. Yeah, they're just off it. Wow. Okay, so I used up all of my clock, unfortunately. But that was a great game, and I feel like we played really well. I don't think we were supposed to win that game. I think if opponent suicide attacks and kills Grist, we lose that game. All right. My opponent is on 4-color walkers. We're going to bring in a second Grist. We're going to bring in Caracas for Minx and Boo and Leovold. And we're going to bring in Endurance. And we're going to take 2 Vigors out. Yo, thanks for the sub. I did play that game slow, but I think it was worth it. I think we learned a lot. Liberator's probably the worst. So is Collector Oof. But we're going to have to take one of these cards. Maybe we just take a Wasteland. Probably. No, I mean, I would be pretty mad as the opponent. So, like, I get it. But we're learning. It's a league. Yes. Bazaar of Baghdad is completely broken. Unfortunately, they printed Hollow One and 4 more Root Wallas that are free. And Bazaar is completely broken in half. So, gotta play the Tabernacle. One-sided Plague Wind. Yeah. It might have targets. I don't really know. I don't think this Wasteland's good, but I'm okay with keeping a Strip Mine. This looks fine. We don't have like that many cards for the fair matchups because they don't really... Not too many fair matchups actually exist. Yeah, I guess that's a fair point against Oko. Okay. Reasonable. I'm really happy we're playing against 4-color walkers and not Oath of Druids. Oath of Druids is just really, really annoying. This is a really gross hand. It doesn't have an elf, but it does have technically have turn 1 Fiend Artisan. I kind of hate this hand. I think I'm going to put it back. Like, I don't really... Well, I can cast the agent. All right, we'll try it. We got to do some science here. This hand is not good. I really wish I had... I guess I don't have a fetch, though. That's kind of nice. I really wish I had like my own Deathrite Shaman. Okay. I think we're going to play the... Artisan? Yeah, let's play the Artisan. Really hope we draw a land, though. The Time Walk is uncastable. Both of these are very castable currently. I would say the Time Walk is pretty uncastable, agreed. But I think these cards are all... Oh, God. All right, well. Playing the Artisan was bad. Ren and 6 is really annoying against our deck with 1/1s. Okay. So, do I want to play Opposition Agent in response to this fetch? Or do I want to play Grist and plus Grist? Now, that's a tough choice. I'm going to play the Opposition Agent. I think it'll end up better for us if it works out. Yeah. I mean, second ancestral. We lost. I guess last game they did ancestral, huh? And we didn't immediately lose that game either. That's crazy. I can't believe that. Actually, we beat an ancestral draw. Yeah. I think we're going to lose this game though. Deathray Shaman into Ren and 6 where ancestral is really strong. We're getting collector oofed. I just took collector oof out of my deck. That's so funny to me. There's gotta be cards you can bring in. You can't just be playing 2/2 bears. We got their fetch land, though. If they don't have any more fetch lands... Oh, what do they have? Double Ren and 6 kill Reclaimer? All right, that feels like a win. That feels like a win in my book. Yeah, we'll just play this Liberator, I think. Better use of our mana. They actually can't eat any spells right now because it's all creatures. No, I don't think this game's over. Actually, I think we're currently... They didn't eat their Force of Will. I think we're actually... Might be okay. Our opponent has done some things that are just completely spewing value. So... And I can play really fast if I need to play fast. I kind of play Magic as a... kind of play Magic the Gathering as a, online as a... What? Really? I was gonna say I kind of play Magic the Gathering as, a side hobby here, or a side job, but, good lord. I don't know. Oh, I shouldn't... I don't know. This is pretty bad for us. Standstill is something. That's for sure. Standstill is like really bad Magic card. We even have Beseju in our deck. Unfortunately, we're like pretty far behind on board. I can't just like let a Standstill go through. But my opponent, they're playing Shark Typhoon. All right, I completely misjudged my opponent's deck. I have no idea what's happening. They're playing some kind of Standstill deck. That means that's like even more interesting that they don't have that they have Collect Roof in the deck still. Yeah, sure. Well, against my all creatures decks, Standstill cannot be good. If I just play creature on turn 1 and creature on turn 2, when are you ever going to play Standstill? There's 2 Collector Roofs? Oh my lord. All right, well, I feel pretty good about game 3 now, though. That's the good thing. I haven't really drawn mana. We would have been able to play a lot of our stuff if we hadn't been Collector Roofed. I do think we're now very unlikely to win this game. So I wonder if I could have won this game if instead of playing Opposition Agent, I had just slammed Grist. Like if they Ancestraled and drew Force for Opposition Agent, if I had instead just played Grist on turn 2, we might have won this game. Like opponent can't really beat Grist, right? So it's possible I just really misplayed it. If I had just played... All right. All right. All right. So my opponent is on 4-color walkers with standstill cards because 4-color walkers didn't grind quite hard enough. I mean, we're not making any changes. We're already boarded correctly for this matchup, so we just need a little bit of a better hand. I kept it kind of a slow hand because I think it was like pretty reasonable against 4-color walkers. But if my opponent's going to keep in a bunch of standstills, what I really need to do is keep hands that curve out. That seems fine. It's not the most powerful hand, but it curves out. Deathray Shaman is our best hit off of this. Yeah, I would rather play Fetch Land, Basic, Deathray Shaman over anything else here. And then next turn we have Artisan Arbor. Okay, my opponent has negates in? Alright, so they forced my Deathrite Shaman, and they're gonna play their own Deathrite Shaman, I'm sure. Yeah. We probably need to Green Sun for a Deathrite Shaman. Obviously, it's going to give them 1 turn of Deathrite Shamaning. The rough part is Allosaur Shepherd is quite good against my opponent, but it's quite bad against Ren and 6, so it's an odd place to be. If my opponent just slams an Oko here, it is going to be tough. I wonder if I should evoke an Endurance to stop that from happening. Can't think that will be correct. It's too much lost value. It is Oko, though. This game is really challenging. Oh, they just turned off my Deathrite Shaman. Okay. That's kind of a funny card here. Turns off their Deathrite Shaman right now. I think I'm going to play the Outland Liberator because it's going to be actually threatening to kill the Oko. This was like a really good Bajuka Bog. If they don't have another fetch land, that was such a good Bajuka Bog. Oh, come on. Why you gotta be like that? Okay. So this goes up to 4, but then they have to chump block. So they kind of need something else. Play a standstill. If they don't play anything, it's kind of bad too. Because this flips and they, I guess they could turn off their death rate. They have another death rate, all right? I mean, that does it. Okay, now they have a nice double block. Man. Oh, wait, no, this flips, though. No, that doesn't flip because there's Death Ray Shaman. Damn. Man, having a second Death Ray here is really good. I guess having a Collector Roof would also be reasonable. So they get to double block this Outland Liberator, killing it. I kill off a Death Ray Shaman, and then they can plus on this food token, and things are bad. Opposition Agent. I mean, I'm kind of priced in, right? Like, I don't really have a choice. Have to kill the Oko. I can't imagine they have Minsk, given how many, or how much stuff we've seen. Yeah. So I'm just going to play this Besage out and go for end step Endurance or Opposition Agent. Probably Endurance so that I can make sure I kill this Collector Roof, or this Oko. Yeah. I think it's fine to trade the Liberator for Deathray Shaman. Okay. Well, now I think we're just going to hit that in response. They would have to have exactly force. Okay. So I think what I'll do is attack Oko. I think I want to attack Oko with both. If they want to trade, it's fine. I don't think they'll... okay, we got rid of the Deathrite Shaman. Okay, I think I am currently winning this game. This looks quite good for us. I think they probably should have turned off Artisan. Second Oko. Ah. Okay. It's pretty good. I probably should have responded. Okay, they don't have a fetch land. I probably should have responded to the Oko by playing Opposition Agent just in case they had a fetch land in their hand. That was probably a misplay, but I'm trying to play reasonably fast now. I can all out swing Oko. Yeah, that's why we put Ancestral in the deck. I'm just gonna kill Oko. Oh wait, no, I can just kill Oko with a Grist. So I'm just gonna attack Renin 6 with my Endurance. No, I don't. I think I'm gonna keep the Opposition in play. I think it's just totally fine and safe to do this line. Yeah, I mean, we're winning this game. 100%. This deck is so much fun. I mean, I put the Ancestral in my deck. We made a conscious choice to do that. It's reasonable to not include as well. Ren. Oh, I misclicked here. I wanted to do Ren and Narset. Oh, well. I wanted to do Ren and Narset. That was a misclick. This is fine. I can just get a... I don't know, something. Maybe Scavenging Ooze was better. I think Archon should be a little bit better than Leo. I'm playing a little fast. Yeah. We were going to win that game no matter what. Yeah. All right. That was a great display of what this deck does. Wow. That was sick. Ooh, I love this deck. It's too much fun. Okay, here we go. Round 2. Up against Sinister. Our opponent is probably on Paradoxical Outcome, which is going to make me mulligan this hand. I think in the blind, it's possible you could keep this hand, but Sinister is very, very likely to play PO, and I want a hand that has either an Oof or a Vigor, and why would I not put Ancestral in the deck? Because it's a non-zero cost. Like, I have to incorporate blue mana into my deck. It doesn't receive the Allosaurus Shepherd bonus. And so when like all your spells are uncounterable, Ancestral is really easy to counter. There's a lot of reasons, like especially the like incorporating blue into my deck. That's not free. This one is a bit better because we have Allosaurus Shepherd into possible Collector Oof. It is going to be slow on the draw, unfortunately, but maybe I can keep Liberator and this will work out. Maybe I just want to get rid of... No, yeah, I'm going to keep the Liberator. I assume Sinister will be on a Tinker-based combo deck, And this hand isn't like amazing against Tinker based combo, but it's better than our first one, and we're on 7 or 6 already, so yeah, they're always on PO, and this is a good PO start. Time Walk, yeah. This is what I was worried about. This is why I was looking for a Vigor or an Oof. I think no matter what we do here, we're gonna be too late though. So if my opponent has like a weaker hand, they are on like very few cards left here. All right, we're gonna Once Upon a Time in response to that. That card doesn't do too much against us though. It's not too big a deal. And they're only on 2 cards left. They're gonna force it. Okay, so they're on 0 cards. Actually, I think we're good. I think we're actually in a, like, as long as we don't get untapped tinkered, which I guess could happen. Well, I guess technically we still need to find the collector hoof, but I'm gonna play this because it can't get countered anymore, and it's gonna accelerate our mana, possibly. It might not accelerate our mana, but okay. So they spun, which means they don't have Tinker, so that's good. We could probably get another turn here. They hit another basic island, so no fetch. But the good news is, oh man, if we had mana sources of any variety, that would be a pretty good card here. Yeah, so we're just gonna go, man, no fetch lands in this game is really, really awkward for me. Opponent has had no fetch lands, and I've had no fetch lands. And now I don't have the ability to sack Outland Liberator, which is super bad. Opponent might want to activate their top and draw it so they can always guarantee themselves a play here. Oh, I just attacked into a possible Hold Breacher. That was bad. Too much talking. That was probably a bad attack. All right, so if my opponent doesn't PO combo or Tinker combo right now, we might be okay. Nope, they have PO. All right, well, we were a turn too late. If we had a fetch land, we would be able to at least shoot something, but we didn't, so... If we had a Collector Roof instead of an Outland Liberator, we would have been winning this game, for sure. If we had a Green Sun Zenith as well, we would be... Well, Green Sun Zenith, actually, we don't have enough mana, right? We just needed, like I said, we have a very... Okay, that's a fetch land for us. So if they fetch here, that gives us one of our colors of mana for Leovold, which is really, really good for us. They don't have, like, perfect artifact mana either, so... If my opponent chooses to fetch, and then we draw a fetch, then we can play uncounterable... they didn't... If we draw our own fetch, that's what we need, right? We need a fetch land to play Leovold here, or a Green Sun for Collector Oof, or something like that. A Boseiju. I guess we have to hold Boseiju, right? Oh, but we can play no spells and flip Liberate. That probably isn't going to help for us. I mean, I can use this Boseiju on something, and that gives me 1 color of mana. But it's not going to give me enough colors of mana, so it doesn't really matter for me. Like, yeah, I mean, it's only getting me 1 color of mana. This costs black, green, blue. I don't think I want to attack an Allosaurus Shepherd into a Snapcaster. That's fine. I mean, we're holding up Liberator and Boseiju. It should be pretty hard to combo kill us, and we're flipping our Liberator. So... Alright, well, I guess we're not flipping our... Wait. If a player casts at least 2 spells on their own turn... Oh, we're not. We're flipping our Liberator. Boseiju can't target yourself. No. Can't do that. This is a 2022 card. We got to make sure it's good on Arena. Can't let the new players Boseiju themselves. Excuse me. Nah, I'm not gonna besiege you the top. I don't think that's a good play. I think I'm supposed to hold and make them commit. And I mean, if they don't play 2 spells, then this is just super, super value. I don't think that's a big deal, the ramp part. Maybe it is. I haven't read the dev file, so. Blue-white Pio, huh? Is this Pio for 7? They flipped my Trap Baker back. All right, well, I really need that fetch land. Or that. That is also acceptable. Black, blue, green, I guess. Can't be countered. So if you have to PO for 7, now is your time. Looks like we're POing for 7. It's not good for me. I like that they had the patience to play it on my turn. POing for 6, I guess. Uh, I don't think I'm going to blow anything up. I think I need the 2 damage. All right, so can PO, blue-white PO, beat the Leovold? That is the question. Probably, I would assume. Very interesting build, though. Maybe they have Teferi? Oh, they have Saga. Okay. Well, post-board, they'll have a bunch of plows. It'll be tough. I don't know. I've definitely drawn up to this many cards and not been able to beat a Leovold. They have Mentor. Yeah, well, Mentor will definitely do it. Man, this Leovold was like 1 turn too late. Can I beat a Mentor at all? No. No? Maybe? I guess we'll play it out. They did play a Mana Crypt out for whatever that's worth. I guess they can PO, draw no cards, and replay all their Moxen. I mean, I think if they don't draw Mentor, it might be pretty good for us. But drawing Mentor means we're probably dead. They're only in the top half of their deck, right? They only had a 50% chance of having Mentor in the top half of their deck. Okay. Well, we have Activate, so... Dryad Arbor, huh? I think I swing all. Guess they have like chump, 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 double. Yeah, maybe I can't swing Liberator. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Oh, this one. Oh, I can't play my Besiege You now, though. What is this? I guess they draw one card. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Besiege You does cost one. True. I don't think it matters, though. I don't think we're beating Replay Everything. Maybe we can. I don't know. I lose this Liberator, though. They should probably like fluster their own Hercules. Oh, they are gonna. Oh, I thought they were gonna like fluster their own Hercules to. Wait, no, that doesn't do anything because it's all going to 5/5s. They're gonna make another million monks. Yeah, I mean that attack on. I didn't think about spell. This Liberator attack is making me sad. If I had a black source, maybe we could like death rate out of this game or something, but oh, whatever. Let's just play it out. What's it hurt, right? Yeah, hurt nobody. There's like no way, right? I don't have any like true overrun. I actually do think that if an opponent just misses on Mentor, like they don't have demonic, right? Because they're playing blue-white. If they just miss on Mentor, I think we probably are in okay spot even after they draw 6 off of that PO. Because they don't have a time walk. Like, what's the worst that I can do through a Leovold with no Mentor and no time walk? All right. I guess repeal would work. All right, so this is easy. We're going to bring in Vigor, and we're going to bring in 3 Collector Roofs. I wasn't losing to Tinker or Volt. I had an active Outland Liberator and a Besiege You. I couldn't lose to those cards. So I'm gonna take out Bog, and I'm gonna take out all the graveyard stuff because my opponent's not even playing black mana, so it's not even playing Yogwill. I do think I want Strip Mine just for Saga. I don't think I care about Caracas Leovold. Like, sorry, Lavinia. Obviously, Lavinia stops Vigor, but I don't think that's worth it. Yeah, we're definitely gonna shave at least 1 Reclaimer, if not 2 Reclaimers, because we're no longer based on the graveyard or on our lands or anything like that. This looks pretty good. Let's run like this. Okay. Yeah, I think this is acceptable and just go for the oof on turn 2. Unfortunately, it's not like an uncounterable oof or anything like that, but yeah, I mean that's obviously a choice I could have made. I agree that's a choice that we could have made. I'm not really convinced it's correct, but it's definitely a choice you could have chosen to do. It doesn't really limit. It limits the number of cards they draw off PO. It doesn't really limit their mana because Boseiju will give them a land. If my opponent just like snapped off a force on that or something, that'd be pretty bad for me. But I'm really just hoping to draw a land next turn so we can play Deathrite and Oof. Oh my lord. Okay, yeah. Where are all the fetch lands, by the way? My opponent and I have just played 0 fetches. Oh my lord, they're a master? Okay, I mean, force pitching force on Deathray Shaman, they knew. Land? Oh, this is bad. I think the mana base is fine. I even added an additional land. This feels like a game I'm going to lose to Saga tokens, unfortunately, just because I was not able to play Magic. Yeah, we've drawn abysmally here. They had double removal spell, I guess, technically. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is just unfortunate. I think it's fine. Just having... Maybe it's not fine. Oh, they had 2 artifacts. Okay, yeah. I'm just not thinking anymore. Oh, it's fine. Don't think anything we do matters at this point. My opponent got 2 4/4 constructs. To be fair, they would have been able to play these constructs through Collector Roof. You just have infinite turns here as well. Oh, I mean, okay. Put me out of my misery. No Vigor. Vigor would have been reasonable as well. Yeah, we were just never winning that game with that keep and what opponent had. I think it's fine. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, this hand's great. I don't think our deck is like particularly bad against PO. I think with, 4 oofs, 4 vigors, you actually have a pretty reasonable shot. But we just were one step behind in game 1, and then game 2 got rolled, but it happens. These death rates not always being on has been annoying, but I don't know. I green sun for Dryad on the first turn of game 2 of last game, so I got Swords to Plowshared, so I don't want to have a second Dryad Arbor now. I feel like the percentage chance of our death rights not turning on is like kind of low between Once Upon a Time and fetches and opponent's fetches. Like, it's not exactly common for an opponent to go island, island, tundra, tundra, I just don't know how you're ever going to increase the fetch density. Like, you're not. There's nowhere in the mana base to cut. Unless you cut the Savannah and don't play the white splash, then you can get another fetch instead. Oh, the mirror. Or actually, if they're responding, then they're probably actually playing Squeevine, if I had to guess, because this lets them counterspell my Once Upon a Time. Whoa, they got Plains. Okay, I don't really see any reason to respond then. So opponent is probably playing Green-White Archon then. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go fetch Forest, Deathray Shaman. This way, no, what we're gonna look for here is opposition agent, because opponent is very likely to play a Stoneforge Mystic on turn 2, and we have a kind of a problem with beating Kaldra. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that is so bad for us. Okay, I guess. I was like, we're gonna make a great play. And now we have to try to beat a Kaldra without having any answers to Kaldra. Which I don't exactly know how we're going to do. I guess we can get a oof and hope they don't have another land. Kaldra is indestructible. So nope. Gonna try to hope they don't have a land and just get a collector roof, I think. Technically Mask Vandal in the old build could answer Cauldra, but I was just gonna hope to... Oh wait, we can get Grist and kill the Stoneforge. No, we can't get Grist because I don't have enough mana. So like normally I just try to get an opposition agent or a green sun zenith to either stop the tutor or kill the Stoneforge Mystic. But obviously we can't do that here, so I'm just gonna get the collector roof and see if we can buy ourselves a turn. If not, we're gonna have to do some creative racing. Nope. Creative racing it is. Yeah, it's gonna be challenging. Why not Reclaimer Cradle there? I don't know. I just didn't. I was too busy thinking. Probably should have. So I have no land in my yard. Oh, I'm gonna get my Cradle wastelanded. If I had played Reclaimer last turn, I could actually hold open Reclaimer activation. Holy moly, what a misplay. If I had played Reclaimer and then Cradle, I mean, then maybe we would have gotten wastelanded, but that would have been even good for us too. Actually, I think that could just lose us the game, that misplay. If we had just played Reclaimer last turn, I think we would probably be winning. That's not great. Can I afford to hold Cradle? Not really. No, I already addressed what Orsfan said. I said it was just a misplay. I wasn't thinking about it. So I want to play Reclaimer so that I can get a Cradle later in this game, but I also think I just need to play all of my power, so I think I'm actually just going to go Skoo's Endurance. I don't know. That actually is going to work out for me. Technically, we're racing right now. I guess if they stop attacking, we can build up some kind of board that beats it. Cavern on Archon. Cavern on Human. Don't Mirroring Crusader me, right? It's an Outland Liberator then? No, just a Noble Hierarch, sure. All right, they're adding to the race. Oh, boy. Oh, the good news is we got to keep our Cradle for a turn. The bad news is they have a huge Germ token, which is killing us in 2 turns. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. I don't know what my plan is. Don't really have a cohesive plan anymore. Because this thing is going to deal me 9 trampling, deathing. Vigor, man. Indestructible. Not great for the home team here. So if I trump with an Endurance, I don't even have good attacks. They have like a Luminarch double block that looks pretty good. I guess it doesn't really matter if they unlock. Well, I can't like attack with Collector Oof, or can't attack with Scavenging Ooze is what I'm trying to say. Don't really know if I have any real plans from this point. Well, I mean, everything buys a turn. This thing doesn't have death touch. And like just jumping with endurance is going to buy me a turn. But I think I have to attack with endurance. So it's like probably double block with Reclaimer Collector Oof. I don't really know where we're gonna get any kind of value here. I don't even have like good Scavenging Ooze eats either. Because I have to... I guess I can do this post. If I do it post blocking, then I have 2 less mana. And it means I only get 1 eat. Yeah, there's no Tabernacle, no. I don't think this deck can support a Tabernacle main. Yeah, but that's after damage is dealt. Oh, so if they just die, then that doesn't get exiled, so. I got a double block here, and then they should probably just hit my Gaia's Cradle. I actually don't even know if playing Opposition Agent actually is better than just eating with the Deathrite Shaman. Kind of feel like it isn't. Oh, now I'm going to play Opposition Agent. I guess I'm not going to be able to eat any with my Scavenging Ooze if this is their timing window. All right, whatever. Yeah, this Moxen was the death of me, for sure. Also, the misplay I made was pretty bad, too. So, like, these triggers happen, but there's no creature in play, so they're still in my graveyard to get eaten if I want to. So I will at least eat 1. Don't think there's any outs. Can't think of anything that would do it. I mean, it would have helped if they chose to wasteland me. They didn't choose to wasteland me, so I don't think it actually mattered. But it was still a pretty big misplay. Lost out on a mana all game. I gain a life. I attack all. Attacks back for 9. I'm at 5. I need to block for 5. All right, yeah, let's just get off this. Let's just go next. Doesn't look like we're getting there. All right, so I'm gonna bring in Grist and Caracas and not Caracas. There's nothing to Caracas in this deck. Grist, Wasteland. The big problem is if they're copying Wessel's list, they do also have Mirren Crusaders, which are problematic as well. We're gonna take out Vigor and Outland Liberator hits Batterskull at least. This Collector Roof is just not good. Let's go look at Wessel deck real quick. That is not Wessel deck. Yeah, 2 Mirren Crusaders in their sideboard. Maybe we want Collector Roof because they actually do play a full suite of Moxen. I like Scooz's sizing. I guess we don't need an Allosaurus Shepherd. That's pretty irrelevant. I don't think Valking Thalia is relevant. All right, we'll just bring these in. Oh, and I don't need this Bajuka Bog. Ah, that's what I could have gotten rid of. Deathrite Shaman Once Upon a Time. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a keep, just to play turn 2 Archon of Emeria off of fetch land. Archon should be pretty helpful. And if that doesn't work out, we could always Fiend Artisan so that we can have Grists and stuff like that. This looks fine. Fetch is probably good. No fetch. Second Beseiju Reclaimer. I'm just going to take this Reclaimer. So... Oh boy. No fetch again, huh? We still have Reclaimer into Artisan, so it's not even a bad turn. Cavern on Human, playing Noble Hierarch uncounterably. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay. We still have the Grist answer with this line, though. Ooh, does that help me? I don't think so. Guess it lets me eat a spell. Mental Misstep is quite bad against my opponent's deck, I just realized. It only hits non-caverned Noble Hierarchs. There's a lot of cards that are bad in this matchup. I probably should have done a little more thinking when I boarded. The good news here is if they do go for Stoneforge Mystic, we have Artisan. That's annoying, but we have a Reclaimer. And now we have Archon. So I think we're in a good spot, actually. I think I would rather play Archon here than get a Cradle. Could be wrong. Archon looks real good on this board, though. I don't think I'm allowed to attack in case they brought in Containment Priest as a 2/2. Yeah, that's like a risk I'm not willing to take. Like, Containment Priest isn't good here, but they have Vigors to board out. It's possible they just bring in 2/2. Okay, Archon of Emeria, all right. So now I'm still missing a mana to get an opposition agent, but I did hit a Grist, so we're gonna do that. I don't know why I'm tapping this mana first. I really probably shouldn't. And I'm just gonna plus this Grist. I don't want to minus and then have them hit Stoneforge. I hit a land for my Deathrite Shaman. And if I hit creatures, my Fiend Artisan grows. If I hit lands, my Reclaimer grows. This is a pretty winning board state, I would think. Unless something bad happens. Like Mirran Crusader. I guess this trades with Mirran Crusader. No, never mind. There's a Noble Hierarch in play. I guess it doesn't trade with Mirran Crusader. This is a basic Plains. Ew, there's one basic in their deck. Outland Liberator. Okay. I mean, we're going to kill my Mox Jet, or... I mean, we're just gonna plus our Grist. And then we don't have any good 2-drops to get, right? I don't want... I think we're just gonna get a Cradle with our Reclaimer. Because I can't get Wastelanded anyways. Don't really know where this game will as I don't really see a way this falls apart. I guess I can Fiend Artisan one of these insects into a Dryad Arbor. That's kind of free. Not exactly free because we have to use a land. But seems reasonable, right? No, not really. Like, obviously, there are, it's counteracting, but it just like the 3/4 part of Reclaimer doesn't matter that much. And a lot of the times your opponents are going to have lands in their yard anyways. Is letting Liberator flip risky? I don't think so. What does it kill? Artifacts and enchantments on attack? I don't think so. Like, we lose a jet, but we're going to get a Dryad and a Cradle. I don't really know what my alternative is. Like, I think playing my 2-drops are bad. I guess I could have a shot and killed Liberator, but I don't really like that either. If I had a 1-drop, I would just play it, obviously, but I don't have a 1-drop. I have no idea what the prices are. They can charge me anything they want because I'm going to play in it anyways. I know that's not the same for everybody. No, I don't know. But you could tweet at them and at Card Titan maybe. Not sure. I don't know where opponent is. I'm getting beer back. Oh. Should I have another Flauta? I don't want another Flauta. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know what I'm really at risk at here. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I will use my jet to turn an insect token into a Dryad Arbor, and then I will use my Deathrite and my Boseiju. Oh, they lost connection from the game. That makes sense. And then I'll use my Reclaimer to get me a Cradle. And then next turn we'll have basically 1,000,000 green mana, though we can't use our green mana super well because of Archon. But we can still do things like Fiend Artisan for whatever we want and play another Fiend Artisan. Probably... I don't really know exactly what we want, but probably a way to end this game faster. I don't know. What are we gonna get? Maybe we just get the opposition agent, and then I guess we could get. I mean, we could get a shepherd at some point. We don't even have that many elves in play. I guess after we play, I mean, once we have 2 artisans and a cradle going, then we really just get all the best creatures in our deck. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is all fine. Let's turn an insect into a Dryad Arbor. What is this? Oh, now the Containment Priest is coming in. Look at that, chat. I knew it. I knew they had Containment Priest. Okay, so I guess we're glad we didn't use a Fiend Artisan for something better. I guess this stops Fiend Artisan, right? So pretty good to bring in, actually. Nice. Okay, cool. I can't get my Dryad Arbor because that will be bad. So I just lost an insect token, but that's okay. All right. So at least I correctly correctly identified Containment Priest as an issue. Not exactly correctly, though, because I didn't think about the Fiend Artisan interaction. I guess Green Sun Zenith also. Okay, never mind. This card's just insane against us. I'm going to get so many YouTube comments that are going to be like, You said Containment Priest is just a 2/2, but in fact, 8 cards in your deck. Search for creatures and put them into play. Yeah, true. True, but I just get to grist it, right? So I can just chump on this Trap Bearer, kill the Containment Priest. I guess this was like a really awkward... the fact that I lost at an insect token means I'll have less things to throw, but... Damn. Yeah, this Containment Priest actually quite good, huh? It's been a long time since I played decks that put creatures directly into play. It's also been a long time since I played against a Containment Priest at all, so... Fair enough. I wish I had an additional land in my yard so that I could make a 3/4 block, I guess. That has definitely hurt me on the Deathrite Shaman. My opponent has also played 0 fetch lands again, which is not exactly common. I guess, oh wait, no, they have no fetch lands in their deck. It's perfectly common. What am I saying? I'm an idiot. Okay, so insect token down. And then we're going to get a Cradle. And then another Outland Liberator. Okay, all right. So this is permanently flipped because of Archon, but I don't think that matters too much. Let's get a Cradle. We're gonna need to... Maybe this Archon's actually hurting us so much. Kind of crazy. I definitely need to kill the Containment Priest. I guess the answer is play Fiend Artisan, sack Reclaimer, kill Priest, and then... I guess I don't need to kill Priest then. I guess I can just plus my Grist. Don't actually have to... Wait, how did this thing flip? Didn't they play this last turn? Oh, it's Nightbound. Sorry, that's how it flipped. If I don't sack anything, are my creatures really big enough to block? If I don't hit a creature off of Grist, the answer to that question is kind of no. I guess I could just sack this Deathrite Shaman. Could be problematic if they eventually wasteland me. All right, let's play Fiend Artisan. I guess they could have a second Containment Priest as well. Do we play around second Containment Priest? That feels kind of unlikely. I just don't know. If I kill, then I can turn my Reclaimer into... Nah, I'm just gonna plus. Okay. That makes me want to rotate this Cradle into a new Cradle, so I'm using my mana efficiently. And then I'll have a 3/4 later. Okay. This will be one attack where things are not great, but I guess I could hold the Maria back, and then I can block here. So then I can jump here. If they attack all, they attack both of these. I can chump. I guess I just can take one hit off of it. Let's keep attacking. Oh, I can also attack, block with a Death Ray. That grows my Fiend Artisans. Yeah, this looks fine. So next turn, do I have an elf attack? If I play Shepherd and then activate, I have 2 very large elves. I think I just chump with 1 here. Don't have that many creatures in my yard anyways. Trying to figure out what this elf attack looks like next turn. Cavern tapped. I guess I'm lucky my opponent hasn't hit Stoneforge Mystic. I just kind of need this Grist to hit a creature so that my things are 3/3s as well. Definitely want a plus. Hit an elf. Okay, so now... Oh, I'm 1 short of going Shepherd activate. Because I chump blocked, right? I'm not exactly 1 short because I could technically use my Death Ray Shaman, but... I mean, this looks really, really good for me. Just attack with my 2 Fiend Artisans and my Archon. I guess they can flash in a Containment Priest and make 1 good block. It's fine. And then we just play another Fiend Artisan. Oh, swords. I didn't know they had swords in their deck. Well then. This means I won't be able to play my Fiend Artisan for turn. But I think it's better than getting sorted here. Wow. Okay, so they made some adjustments to the Wessel list. We're looking good now, though. I'm not 100% sure I like the way I played this game out. I think I over-evaluated how good Archon was. But, I mean, I didn't get Wastelanded this game, so maybe I didn't over-evaluate how good Archon was. Maybe it was perfect. So if they attack all, then I have eat 1, chump 1. And if they single attack, I have chump 1. If I lose any of my creatures, then I won't have the ability to shepherd. I don't think I need the ability to shepherd. So now they can put this on. Okay, they're putting it on a trap breaker to get... I mean, the double attack's still bad. All right, they're just going to go blocking. Yeah, I mean, we just have a flying Archon, so I don't really care. So if I hit a creature here, then I can attack all, which I did. So now I can go Shepherd, activate, attack, lethal, 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 lethal. Yeah. Cool. Technically, they can throw their team down, but... All right. That is, like, way harder than I thought it would be. I definitely need to take this bog out of my deck. Kind of forgot about that one. I guess what I'll do is bring in Caracas or Shepherd. If they have Swords of Plowshares, then I'm okay with keeping in Misstep. I'll just keep the other Shepherd in. I don't really want Caracas. This looks fine. Containment Priest is definitely going to be a problem. Actually, we don't have like a lot of answers to Containment Priest. We only have Grist. Could Grist have ulted? I don't know how many creatures were in my graveyard. Wasn't it mostly lands? No, there was 3 creatures in my graveyard because those were 4/4 Fiend Hunters. So we could have Grist ulted and attack with Archon. I'm not really. I don't know if that's actually better. If they swords my Archon, I don't know. It might not be better. I didn't really consider it, to be honest. I felt like plussing and and going wide with going Shepherd was better. So how do I feel about this hand? Hand's pretty bad against Containment Priest. So when I search for Grist with Green Sun Zenith, does Containment Priest stop it? That's a legacy question right there. No? Oh, okay. Then we're not. Then it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. This hand is like a little weak, but I think if you go Once Upon a Time for a Cradle, Green Sun for a Dryad Arbor on turn 1, it's probably fine. Yeah, so if we use our first Green Sun before they can have Containment Priest, then we can get our ramp with Dryad Arbor, and then second one can get Grist. Planes go, huh? Would I rather have... I wanted a Cradle. Would I rather have an Ooze or a Fetch land? I guess technically... I'm gonna take this Fetch land. They still are a Wasteland deck. I guess getting a Dryad Arbor doesn't really play around Wasteland, but... Well, they can't play Priest with 1 Plains, so... I mean, they might just have, like, turn 2 Stoneforge and think it's good enough. And it clearly might be. Like, we don't have a Cradle. Maybe I actually have to fetch... Man. Technically, I want to be able to... No, if we draw Cradle... Oh, okay. Sure. It's like thinking about being able to Green Sun for Grist and, like, what draws let us Green Sun for Grist. I think what I'm gonna do is... I think I'm gonna go fetch... I want to use these Green Suns before they have Containment Priest, and I want to be able to Green Sun for Grist to kill a Stoneforge. So what I think I'm gonna do is just Green Sun for a Deathrite Shaman this turn. Obviously, Green Sunning for a Grist means I shoot my Deathrite Shaman. Okay, so is this gonna be core human? Probably human. Don't need uncounterable. Play Stoneforge. Or if they have Containment Priest, then Containment Priest. If they pass holding up Containment Priest, I'm gonna go Reclaimer pass and then Flash Endurance. If they play Stoneforge, I'm gonna Green Sun Grist, shoot, trade Deathrite for Stoneforge so I don't get Cauldron. And if they go like Oof or Liberator, then I'm just gonna go Reclaimer Endurance. Oh, my Reclaimer's a 3/4 right now. It's pretty sweet. Okay, so they do have the Stone Forge. We have to immediately Green Sun and kill it. They got Sword of Fire and Ice, which means they probably have Cauldra in their hand. The worst thing that can happen is opponent has 2 of them, I guess. I'm glad I took that fetch land off of my Once Upon a Time. That worked out really well for us. If I hadn't done that, we would have been kind of in trouble. I choose to sacrifice this, and I kill this. I mean, we might still be in trouble. This is a human, so Lumi. All right, okay. Lumi, not a huge problem right now. Third land or no? I do still want to draw a land on my turn. Want to play 1-drop, 3-drop possible. Nothing. Okay, sweet. Land drop. All right, well, now I'll play Fiend Artisan plus Reclaimer. Because this thing is going to block like a beast. And then we can tutor for... I don't exactly know what we're tutoring for. I guess we kind of want to tutor for a Wasteland in this game. All right, now we don't need a Wasteland. Now they're too far. Archon. Sure. Okay. I mean, we could kill Archon and tutor a new Grist. No, we would need a bunch of stuff for that. Okay. I want a Cradle. So I think we trade Grist for Archon and we play a Shepherd. No. No. We trade... I guess we... I mean, if they play 2 Lumis... We don't need to kill Archon. I like... Maybe we can plus and play Endurance / Hold Open Cradle? I don't even think I like this trade. This Fiend Artisan looks pretty good on this board. I think I can just pass here. So the only way this Endurance play goes really badly is if my opponent has 2nd Luminar Casper. If my opponent ever plays Fire and Ice, we have Liberator and Oof. This is going to be Swords. No, it's going to be 2nd Luminar Casper. Okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, wait. They got greedy. Greedy, greedy, greedy. What am I doing? I really need a Cradle, right? Maybe not. I should probably just kill Archon, play as Shepherd. These Loomies are going to be annoying, but just going to play an Archon, play a Shepherd, tutor Cradle, and oh, they're off it. Kind of going to be a weird game. But I think we're going to grind them out here. Grist is so good. This card is super sick. I really enjoy it. I've never really played with it too much before now, but I've been really liking it. All right, here we go. Round 4. 2-1 so far. Just got branched by PO1s. This hand's sweet. Yo, QCP, thanks for 21 months. Welcome back. See what our friend Bootleg Shaman has for us. If opponent is on a artifact deck, we've got it covered. If they're on a graveyard deck, we are a little too slow. If they're on a Saga deck, we're going to be good here. We're going to be real good if they don't have force, because... Oh, never mind. Please, you're going to Golos me, sir? Or, shouldn't say sir. Opponent, please? Please no Golos? Please no Sphere? Please no anything? Oh my lord, how much mana is this? This is too much mana. I like that they're including kill walkers on a lot of new things. I like that you can target walkers now. Oh my god, we're dead. We're just dead. We are just dead. Yep. Turns out, shop's still broken. The creatures are going to be too big. We can't beat this. All right, workshops. We get to bring in 2 Vigors, 3 Collector Roof, and a Wasteland, and a Caracas, and a Grist, and maybe an Endurance. I'll have to see what we come up with. We're going to take out Misstep, Ancestral, Time Walk. We're going to take out 2 Shepherds. We're going to take out Endurance. And, but, well, we couldn't tell if they were on prison shops or not, huh? Maybe, I mean, like, they never would have to show us if they're on prison shops or not. I think Deathrite should be enough. I hope we don't need a bog. I don't want this Krakus. Well, they're Golos. Do I care? Yeah, I don't think I want this Krakus. Oh, maybe we go to 1 once upon a time, actually. Oh, you're right. I think I just want 1 Endurance. Yeah, Leovold isn't great, but I think it's fine. It's because both of the decks have a mana denial plan. I think it's unwinnable because of opponent having turn 1 Saga, turn 2 activate, turn 3 activate. I don't think it's possible to come back from that position, even if you hit land beside you. I think our position is pretty unwinnable. I don't even think, like, if I demonic tutor every turn in that game, I don't think I can win. So that's why I conceded. I would rather not show my opponent any cards and concede that game than play it out. I don't think playing it out makes sense. If opponent didn't have Saga, I would agree with you. I think you should play it out if opponent didn't have turn 1 Saga there. But I think as it stands, I don't hate what I chose to do. Here, we're going to go Deathrite and Collector Roof, I think. Is there a better 3-drop we can get? Not really. I mean, Archon's pretty good, but I think I'd rather have Deathrite, Basic, and Collector Roof. No. I mean, I don't think so at all. I think it's definitely better to just concede. Oh yeah, you're right. Archon is not a green sun hit. Fair point. No. Or's fan is saying we can draw to Beseiju, which is a 2-mana play, and then after that we can play Moxen. But they will, before we ever play a spell, they'll have 12 power in play, and it's just not playable. Not to mention if my opponent plays a second sphere or like a sphere after or any follow up, a wasteland, anything. All right, so Ruby turned off. Tabernacle. All right, fair enough. Pretty annoying here. I guess that means they're Golos shops. Kind of want to draw a Cradle. Wasteland, sure. I mean, they should probably just hold it. The Dryad just pays for itself, and if they kill the Dryad, then it pays for the Deathrite twice. So they should just hold this. Once I let my Deathrite go, then it's fine. I do think I am willing to keep it around though. Like if they want to use, I want them to kind of use it on the Dryad Arbor so that if we draw a Cradle, we don't get wrecked. Obviously this decreases the clock, but nice. It's a good draw. I don't know why I played it before combat. Don't need to do that. Yeah, I will just get a second basic. This can be a problem if my opponent plays a Ghost Quarter. So, is it make sense to get a Bayou? Could make sense to get a Bayou. Yeah. Oh, I guess this means they just wasteland this Bayou. I still think I want that. I still think Cradle is like my best way to play through this. Okay. So they're gonna hold this wasteland so they can activate Saga, right? Oh. I think I'm just gonna Vigor Saga Ruby and then trap them underneath this Thorn. I guess I can technically wait, but then I'm exposing myself to Vigor to waste to Saga. Yeah, let's just do that. I could do it on their upkeep, but then I need mana. Of course. If it didn't cast cost 1, I could actually get 2 damage in. All right. What's the rest of your hand? It's another Saga. Saga will be kind of annoying here. Revoker. Wow. On Deathrite. This is looking bad. They didn't. I guess they had a follow-up land with Saga, so I could theoretically have. I mean, they don't have to play Saga. I was actually not planning on killing the Saga, so no. I was gonna let the Saga sit. Gonna hold the Cradle because yeah, I don't think I want to get it wastelanded. The problem is if my opponent's hand is just all lands, I don't think we're ahead. I'm trying to like get my opponent to wasteland my Bayou so that I just pay for the death right. Oh, I can't pay for the death right once. I lose my death right or my Dryad Arbor, and then I just play Cradle and that pays for. Okay, here we go. So I think it makes sense to just lose the. Well, this thing is gonna go away. So if they have another wasteland, I get ranched for doing this, but my opponent is gonna get something off Saga that will be turned off. I think I just let the Dryad Arbor go. I'm not going to attack into the Revoker this turn. Oh, that's a good draw. Okay, if my opponent has a wasteland, I do probably lose this game, right? But I don't really know. This Tabernacle has been annoying. Deathray Shaman is turned off, so nope. No worries. Needle. I think a Needle Fiend Artisan. That means they don't have a wasteland. Because they wouldn't need... Well, maybe it doesn't mean that, because they could theoretically have nothing better to get. No attack and... no land. You love to see it. All right. Now we're looking better. I think we just no attack here. Ooh, backup Cradle. Will probably still kill me. I'll probably still lose all my whole board, right? Well, no, I'll have a death right up after this next turn, so... Well, I guess there's no harm in attacking with this Fiend Artisan in case my opponent doesn't know that this Revoker is not going to be long for this world. Ooh, free damage. That's neat. I'm really bad at making that play in general. Like, I'm really bad at making an attack that doesn't make any sense. Like, assuming a perfect play from the opponent. So, it seems like a weird thing to be very happy about, but I'm extremely happy about it. It's definitely like one of my flaws in my gameplay is I just like I usually play to my opponent making perfect lines and then forget to like give my opponent chances to mess up. Okay. Yeah, same stuff here. Hope we don't get turn 1 Trinisphered. fucking go. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a point I've identified as in my game as being a weakness or not maximizing percentages. This hand is not remotely keepable. I would have to definitely hit on my Once Upon a Time and also get lucky, probably. Let's just mulligan into a hand with more mana. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty good. Let's put this uncastable gold card away and keep the uncastable white card instead. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, come on. Why is shop so broken, man? Workshops. No fun for the whole family. Okay. This one, like, I don't think you should concede. We have time. We can drop a Seiju. We can draw more fetches, theoretically. Deathrite Shaman. Nope, 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 nope. Trinisphere and play, friend. Trinisphere and play, friend. No tapping. No tapping Soul Ring. Ah, no follow-up land. What if I had a Wasteland? Greedy. I have a Waste and a Strip in my deck. Uh-huh, uh-huh. I see you, opponent. All right, now, yeah, mm-hmm. No! Good thing I have backup. All right, well, I would really enjoy... no. Would not fetch Riot Arb. Well, I don't... I initially dismissed it, like, very quickly, but maybe I should have given it additional thought. They named Beseiju on Needle. Yeah, I mean, realistically, I can't believe my opponent tapped Wasteland first. But yeah, you're not wrong. Would that be good? I mean, I have to get a non-basic anyways. So yeah, I guess I should have gotten Dryad Arbor. And then what would I have done? Lost the game, I guess. I guess I would have got to go Lotus Ameria. All right, hope we draw fetch land. Nope. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think you're right. Maybe we should have gone Dryad Arbor. It seemed like it didn't make sense at the time, but yeah, seems like a misplay. I still have fetch land Archon. Have I played a spell? Oh, I can't play it for free anyways. Yeah. Oh, all right, cool. All right. Yep. I mean, I knew they had Ghost Quarter in their deck. So we lost to Trinisphere twice? I don't know. That's just something that does happen. Okay, 2-2. Fifth and final round. Let's battle. Seems reasonable. Turn 2 Archon against Sing Penman, typically on Doomsday or combo deck. Maybe I'm supposed to lead Reclaimer so that I get my Reclaimer misstepped. I fetched Savannah because if I get... Got him! If I get Cradle off the top, I'd want to have my white mana in play, I think. Okay. I mean, this is good for me, right? My opponent forced my Deathray, and I can still play Archon on turn 2 because of Emerald. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead on turn 1 to Doomsday. Well, could have been worse. Could have been Doomsday. Doomsday, fair and a balanced Magic deck. Well, if my opponent doesn't draw Daze or Force of Will, then if Ameria resolves, we are still winning? Maybe. So I would have one opposition agent, one ancestral, one ancestral walk versus opposition agent demonic. I guess I would rather have the Bayou. All right, if my opponent didn't draw Daze or Force of Will, and this Archon resolves, we might have a chance. Nope. Resolves? Resolves? Okay, my opponent can only cast one spell a turn, and they're at 8 life with I have an Archon. Okay. That's their one spell. You have no more spells. No more spells. No. No more spells. You could land, but it comes in tapped. Ooh, I think this might be winning. Do they play main? They don't play main deck push, right? So I can strip mine on my turn. I don't think I'm going to strip mine the Flooded Strand, because they can only get basic island off of it anyways, so... They discarded a Daze. Got him. I'm not playing around Daze. I'm definitely strip mining this Underground Sea. Sure. That means that this endurance is uncounterable and they die. Doomsday! They drew 12 cards and none were force. That's what you get for forcing my Deathrite Shaman. I'm so glad my opponent played Necropotence instead of I'm so glad my opponent played Necropotence instead of Doomsday win the game. God. Okay. That was lucky, but we take that. I think what we're going to do is bring in Collector Roof, Endurance, and Wasteland, and take out Vigor and Liberator and Grist. Well, they might board into a creature plan. Well, we can board out Bog. We have some good hits, like Leovold, Opposition Agent, Archon, and Collector Reef are all pretty reasonable. We can get Skoos. Oh, yeah, I mean, their hand was Mental Misstep, Force of Will, turn 1, Black Lotus, Necropotence. Their hand was good. It just, they didn't have Doomsday instead of Necropotence. This looks fine. Let's do this. This hand does what? Nothing. This hand does nothing. Let's just mulligan this. I guess technically we could find an endurance. Yeah, let's mulligan this hand. Okay, this hand's much better. Uncounterable Shepherd, uncounterable Endurance. Yes, this is better. Keep. Bottom Reclaimer, done. Okay. All right, do we get turn 1? Island, okay. You think they kept in negation? I think it's fine if they kept in negation. Oh, Ancestral, all right, I see you. Do I want second Endurance that they will know about? Probably worse than Fetch. It do be like that sometimes. I think that one should have probably been Bayous in my hand. Guess that one should have been Trop. All right, so next turn we can go, if we draw a green card, we can go Deathrite, Dryad Arbor. If we don't draw a green card, we have to go probably just green Sunford. Okay, we drew a green card, so now we can go Bayou, Dryad Arbor. Oh, I guess they can crack Fatal Push and counter something maybe, but that's fine. Okay, get in there. All right, so we're still holding on. Opponent can just build a pile around Endurance, so it's not like we're active. Like, Endurance isn't actually good against Doomsday. It is like something. But, you know, something is better than nothing, so... I'm going to F6 until the very last moment to try to lure my opponent into a false sense of security. Unfortunately, my opponent can just draw down to 0 cards, and the... Well... 1, 2, 3... Well, if they use Ancestral... I actually don't know exactly what they'll do to beat Endurance. I don't really play Doomsday, but I feel like they can beat Endurance if they want to. We'll see. If you just, like, have enough mana that, like, putting Ancestral back into your pile or something... I don't know. I'm hoping that the F6 value is going to get us there. That's what I'm hoping for. All I have to do is wait till Oracle, right? That's all I can do. All right, Oracle. Uncounterable? They can go Fatal Push my Shepherd and counter Endurance, maybe? No Relic in Vintage. Looks like they weren't thinking about endurance because they don't have a snap plan. I think the answer is they like put a fatal push and a counter spell in their pile. I don't know if this wins the game. I haven't looked and see if there's another Oracle or not. There's a Shelldock Isle. Wow. There's an Emrakul and a Shelldock Isle. There is not another Oracle in the graveyard, so... So I assume they have a second Oracle. Okay. What do we do now? Did the opponent put a card on top? Oh, they put a card on top, so they can just put Ancestral back on top. We need a green sun for a Collector Oof. Can we pump a Shepherd? No. If we had hit a Cradle, could we have pumped Shepherd? Yes, but it wouldn't have been enough. I mean, I can't attack, so... I guess if I hit another Endurance... Because they're just going to go Ancestral into... Oh, they didn't have Ancestral on top. It isn't over. Okay. So I eat Once Upon a Time. And then what? If we hit Cradle, we have a lethal attack. Because we have 3 + 3 attack with 5/5, 5/5, and a 1/1. Cradle is lethal. Cradle? Wasteland, probably not good enough. I could technically pump my Allosaurus Shepherd. I'm just gonna Wasteland. Okay. Don't draw Ancestral. Or Gush, I guess. Wait, what? Oh my god, they just have 4. Okay. That's a little silly. That's a little silly. Come on. That's a little silly. What if I had another Endurance? All right. We almost got it. We almost had a play. It was close. It was fine. Yeah. Yeah, this is a playable. This is a playable. Crack, fetch, Savannah, Green Sun Zenith. Dryad Arbor, go. All right. What do you have for me, Mr. Singpan Man? Okay, am I dead on turn 1? Doomsday is an atrocious matchup. For any non-4 Force of Will, 4 Flusterstorm deck, Doomsday is just impossible. Well, that's not true. Shops is actually kind of good for against Doomsday. For the decks that I've been building that are mono green Force of Vigor decks, Doomsday is just an impossible matchup. That's just, yeah. It's rough, man. It's a hard life out here. Doomsday is so good. All right, if my opponent has no draw spell, no daze, no force of will, and we resolve this Archon of Emeria, how many turns does that buy us? Because that's all we have going for us. I don't even think Vintage Cube is up right now. Archon of Emeria, survey says. Nah, it was turn 1 Doomsday with Force of Will backup. Of course. Of course it was. Hey, man, Doomsday is the worst deck of... I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It just feels unpleasant. It makes me sick. Disgusting. Fair and balanced. All right. Well, actually, like, what did we go, 2-3 in this league? I don't even think that this wasn't even a bad 2-3, right? Doomsday, a rough time, obviously. But we played a really awesome match 1 against 4-color Standstill thing. That was really fun. Our match against Green-White was pretty fun, too. Obviously, we got destroyed by PO, and then we got destroyed by turn 1 Trinisphere twice. But, you know, if we dodge a Trinisphere, then we'll go 3-2. It wasn't that bad. I think this was a pretty reasonable league. I think this league did get to show you what this deck is about, which is something that I really like because it makes the content very worthwhile. And I really wanted to play this one live on stream because I think this deck is really fun and there's a lot of interesting lines and you get to do a lot of thinking. Like, obviously, round 1, I thought for like 15 minutes on game 1. And I think it was worthwhile. Like, I think I actually gained a lot by doing so. We talked about a bunch of lines, picked one of the ones that made the most sense. As for the build of this deck, I kind of like it. I don't think I would make any more changes going into the next league. I don't really know what to do about the mana. It feels like it could be bad, but I don't exactly know how it gets improved. I do think the Archon experiment is paying off. I like having Archon in my tutor pool for Fiend Artisan. This card is just really, really, really strong. So, yeah, it was fun. It was a good league. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you again to Mitchell Pitt, who donated to see a 4 Collector Roof deck played, and we played 13. So, shout out to them. And if you want to see more videos on this YouTube channel, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, I will see you then.